Hey everyone, forgive me for my otherwise messed up hair. I wanted to talk about my thoughts on the Pulse Nightclub massacre in Orlando, Florida, that left 50 people dead and another 53 injured. I couldn't watch the coverage of the tragedy. I wanted to cry when I was working out and the TVs near in front of my exercise machine were showing um, testimony commentary from people who were at the event and the family and friends of loved ones plus the experts and contributors of whatever news networks, NBC, ABC. I do not watch Fox News coverage on this if they made coverage. The shooter was motivated. I don't know why he waited until 2 months later. From two men kissing in public, he was disgusted and outraged. As facts and the whole story with context and everything continues to unfold as time goes on, um, we will we will all know the details for why this person chose to shoot at a gay nightclub. He, um, Omar Sadine, was specific on choosing a gay nightclub. He could have gone to any nightclub, which I would never ever condone. But he chose a gay nightclub as a response from something 2 months ago. Um, he is from Fort St. Lucie, which is closer to the Miami area, and he had to drive about 2 hours to go to Pulse and shoot it. Partygoers, people who are having a good time being themselves. After all, in the United States, it's LGBT Pride Month and it coincides with Ramadan this year. I I don't know how to express myself without rambling on and on and on, but I'll give it a shot. I don't like the reactions to vilify Muslims in general as a result of this massacre. The logic is flawed. That's like saying I should be hateful against Russian Orthodox Christians because of the attacks done by Russians against LGBT and allies following the passage of Russia's gay propaganda law, or Ugandans who are majority Christian and the hit list of hundreds of LGBT people and allies. Using a person's faith or a background is inexcusable to attack or to vilify individuals of that particular group. On the other hand, the aftermath of the Pulse nightclub shooting made me think about the importance of better unity among lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, genderqueer, pansexual, asexual, and all those labels that come afterwards, and our allies. There's a lot of infighting and divisions within various LGBT plus communities, plus includes allies in this context. The whole issues of masculine, feminine, body size, age, um, race, whether or not someone believes in a higher being or not. Those are all petty issues that prevent us from coming together and fighting for human rights, regardless of our sexuality, our gender identity, or expression. I'm not expecting every one of us to be best friends forever. I think there has to be a way for all of us to come together and fight for equality and acceptance in government and in society. And these divisions among us, like no fats, no femmes, no Asians, or whether or not transgender should be included in the alphabet soup. We're all human beings. We all should be treated as individuals. And it's easier said than done, but I know that we all can do this. We will overcome the worst terrorist shooting in United States soil. However, the solutions are many. There's no one size fits all, and I think it's important to eliminate as many of the stigmas and prejudices within LGBT and our allies, and to integrate the importance of human rights as it pertains to one's sexuality or gender identity or expression to various cultures and communities. Like, I grew up with a mix of a Filipino culture and an American culture. I am more Americanized, but I do my best to embrace the best of both cultures. And I would say to a Filipino, why are you against someone because of their sexuality, their gender? It's not something someone can automatically change with a touch of a button or a snap of their fingers. And gender and sex aren't the same thing. I remember a counselor was quoted as in a news article. I'll post a link later on the description. Sex is determined by genitals, gender is determined by the brain. And again, I'm not expecting, and I don't really think everybody's going to get along. I just think that the more stigma and division within LGBT and allies that are done with, the better off our fight, our crusade for being treated equally and accepted will move even farther. I know it was a ramble. I tried to add words and try to make sure I get my message out. I'm sorry. The Pulse Nightclub terrorist attack is something for all of us, LGBT especially, allies too, family and friends of loved ones who have lost someone, or someone that's been injured, or someone that was at the nightclub. That we have to come together, not just for this, but to stay strong, support each other, and be there, not just after this shooting, but for whatever it may be. The more support and resources someone has, the better off they will be. And not everyone has that. So I think we as human beings, we as LGBT plus and allies, have to take this massacre and come up with solutions and actions to further our end result of being treated equally and accepted regardless of who we love, who we're turned on by, and what our gender is, or how we show our gender, which is another long way of saying LGBT plus, or SOGI, sexual orientation, gender identity, or expression. That my heart, my compassion, my listening ears are available to anybody, especially the families and friends of those that were killed, injured, or were present at the Pulse Nightclub on the night of June 11, June 12. Leave your comments below. Subscribe. If you have any constructive feedback regarding my videos, please leave comments below. I'm always looking to improve my communication and message clarity so everyone can understand. And I wish everyone love, peace, take care of yourselves and each other, as Jerry Springer would end his talk show. Well, comedy talk show. And remember, the actions of an individual or a small number of a group do not represent the entire population or entire amount of people. That sounded awkward. But yeah, love you all. Happy Pride Month. Blessed Ramadan. If I don't make a video by the end of Ramadan, Eid Mubarak. I'm sorry, Eid Mubarak. I apologize for my mispronunciations. I will try to make a video on a much positive note, much better mood. And I will see you all later.